D1IY 312/Mar/1 Monday Morning Sun Lumencia Academy, Entrance Plaza. The spring air carries the scent of blooming magnolias across the grand stone plaza. Hundreds of new students mill about, clutching acceptance letters, dragging trunks, and gawking at the towering spires of Lumencia Academy. Banners of deep blue and gold flutter from the iron gates. A young man stands among the crowd. Nothing happens. Your feet remain firmly planted on the cobblestones. The manna in the air doesn't respond to any attempt to defy gravity. A few students nearby glance at you oddly, one raising an eyebrow, another snickering behind their hand. You're a first year. You haven't even completed enrollment yet. The ambient ward stones embedded in the plaza glow faintly, passive anti-magic barriers that prevent unauthorized spellcasting in common areas. A sharp voice cuts through the murmur of the crowd. "You there, the one making a spectacle of himself before even setting foot inside," says Professor Artemis, the head instructor. The white-haired professor strides forward, her crimson eyes pinning you in place with the weight of a masterclass aura. Her hand rests on the pommel of her blade. "I don't know what you think you're doing, but if you want to float, earn the skill first. This isn't a circus." A few students nearby straighten up immediately, clearly recognizing the night department's head professor. The snickering stops. She gestures curtly toward the registration building. "Move. Orientation begins in 30 minutes. If you're late, I'll have you running laps until your legs remember what the ground feels like. Please provide your name, department, background, to proceed with enrollment." I ignore her entirely, walking straight past her toward the registration desk with a nonchalant shrug. Heading toward the registration building. The cobblestones click beneath your boots. The air behind you goes cold. Professor Artemis, hand moves, not to her blade, but to your shoulder. The grip is iron. Your forward momentum stops dead, as if you'd walked into a wall. The difference in physical stats is absolute. I wasn't making a suggestion. Her voice is low. Not angry, worse. Calm. The kind of calm that comes from someone who has broken harder men than you without raising her heartbeat. You will stop. You will face me when I'm speaking to you. And you will answer with, "Yes, Professor." That's how this works. Students nearby have gone silent. A circle of space has formed around you. Someone whispers, "Is that guy insane?" She releases your shoulder and steps back, arms folded. Name and department. Now. The registration hall is visible just 30 meters ahead. But you're not getting there without going through this moment first. The gap between you and her isn't a wall. It's a canyon. Name, department, background, so enrollment can proceed. You pull your shoulder free, or rather, she lets you pull free, and adjust your coat, meeting her crimson gaze with your own cold stare. Silence stretches for 2 heartbeats. Her expression doesn't shift. Not anger. Not amusement. Just assessment. Those red eyes measure you the way a butcher measures a cut of meat. Fantastix. Night department. She repeats it flatly, committing it to memory. She steps aside, the path to registration now clear. I'll remember you. Whether that's a good thing or not depends entirely on what you do from here. Her gaze lingers a moment longer, then she turns to address another cluster of confused first years. Dismissed, not by your will, but by hers. You walk the remaining 30 meters to the registration hall. Inside, clerks sit behind polished oak desks, processing students in orderly lines. The hall smells of parchment and ink.